Fellas, if you're still asking women out with the classic, so, wanna hang sometime? Bro, you might as well mail her a beige sweater and a note saying, friendship pending. Dude, you're playing 8-bit Mario Kart in a PS6 world, baby. All right, Firestarters. Today we're dropping Weaponized Charm. 10 radical, science flavored, psychology approved, culturally upgraded dating strategies that make women say, wait, was he kind of hot though? Even if you just rolled out of bed, baby. Stick around to the end because I'm giving you the plug and play flirt lines that'll turn your DMs into a crime scene consensually. Firestarters, let's light this thing up, baby. All right, let's get the nerd stuff out of the way fast. But you know I love my nerd stuff. First of all, your brain doesn't swipe right for the reasons that you think. It swipes right because of things like the reward prediction error. Dopamine loves the unexpected, positive surprises. And then you've got mate selection theory. Women subconsciously evaluate signals of competence, stability, emotional intelligence. They want to sense that groundedness, right? And women are really good at sensing whether or not you're a needy little dude or you're grounded in your masculine energy. And I know all you fire starters have that masculine energy. All right, there's also something called social neuroscience. Bodies literally sync rhythms during shared moments. You have evolutionary psychology, baby. You know what I'm talking about. Hypergamy at the max, right? What this means is confidence and composure signal safety and attractive genetics, baby. And we all want that. Not giving you bro hacks today. I'm giving you the mechanisms women actually respond to, even if they don't consciously know why they're responding to them. And that's what makes these so powerful, baby. These are science-based, a little edgy tricks to get your girl right where you want her. All right, baby. Science jacket off, tattoo sleeve rolled up. Let's get into the fun. What are the 10 radical date securing strategy? Number 1, the novelty anchor effect. Now, why this hits? First of all, the female brain is designed to remember contrast. They dig that stuff. Something novel that immediately stabilizes back into normal conversation. This creates a micro memory hook. Stick in her head, my men. Come on. You got to think in terms of lead with flavor, stabilize with comfort, right? If you stay too weird, you're chaotic. If you stay too normal, you're kind of forgettable, and we don't want that, fire starters. So example number 1, here's what you say. Hey, before we keep talking, full disclosure, I'm the guy who steals all the pretzels on flights. It's my villain origin story. Example 2, just a warning. If we ever go out, don't let me order anything with goat cheese. It turns me into a snob, like instantly. Now, what are you doing here? You're showing some personality without being a cartoon character, right? This isn't slapstick. You're not Gallagher. All right, number 2, the microstatus disruption, right? Why this hits. Women are biologically tuned to notice competence plus predictability plus self-direction. Tiny signals of structure, they hit way harder than flexing, my guys. Now, you're not trying to be high value, right? You're showing you have a life, one she'd like to be involved in, right? Maybe invited into. So example 1, you say something like, hey, I'm free Thursday before 8. Early training Friday. Example number 2. Yeah, I can do Friday for a bit. I refuse to spend Saturday recovering because I stayed out late trying to impress you, right? It's confident, it's playful, it's subtly dominant, right? Without being a jerk off. It's perfect. A little tension, a little safety, a little playfulness. Number 3, the nervous system sync invite. Now, why this hits? Movement plus conversation equals bodies syncing heart rate rhythm. Instant chemistry. Science, not sorcery. I mean, drinks are the lazy man's date. Movement creates shared emotional states, which means women subconsciously read as connection. Get her moving, right? Example number one, screw drinks. Let's take a curiosity walk and talk trash about overpriced housing, right? Example two, pottery class. It's artistic, slightly messy, suspiciously sensual. Tell me you're not curious, right? What this does is it gives you some shared rhythm, right? Accelerated intimacy. That's what we want, baby. Come on. All right, guys, listen. There's also this thing called the pre-selection signal boost. And why this hits. Women look for men who can navigate social environments, right? It's not about being popular, right? It's about being respected. They don't need you to be the flashiest guy out there, right? They want to see that people look at you and there's some depth. So subtle cues of leadership, things we've talked actually about on Plant the Spark many times. And as we know, subtle cues of leadership hit the attraction system harder than any gym selfie ever will. All right. Show her what you're made of. Walk into that room and with confidence, lead. So, example one, I mean, you could do something simple like post a story where you're teaching a friend something, right? You're showing mentorship, and mentorship equals competence. Example two, right? Laugh with friends while you grill or fix something, right? I mean, you're showing contribution. You're not showing off, right? I mean, get in the middle of that social circle and do something with competence. I mean, guys, you're going to look like a man that women choose, not a man begging to be chosen. Because here on Plant the Spark, all us fire starters, we're chosen. The emotional calibration tease. Women crave men who can read emotional nuance. It signals emotional intelligence, guys. It signals flirting skill, guys. It signals that you've got something more besides that pretty little smile, baby. Now, you name her energy without objectifying it. This hits the limbic system like a warm electric shock. So, example number one, right? You've got this quiet confidence to you. I kind of want to see what you're like on a date. Beautiful. Example two. You seem sweet, but you feel suspiciously like someone who constantly is trying to run the room. Teasing without pressure. Confidence without ego. There's also something we like to call reward prediction error flirting, right? Now, why does this hit? When you flip the expected script, dopamine, it spikes, right? Attraction goes through the roof. Predictable men are forgettable. Surprise, controlled surprise is intoxicating. All right, example number one. I was going to flirt harder, but you've got this whole wholesome vibe going on. I don't want to corrupt you yet. Number two, right? Example number two. You know, we've had way too much chemistry on a date, right? I think it's a dangerous and a really good way. What do you think? Now, this is how you flirt without overplaying your hand, right? It's just something simple. It's cute, it's flirty, right? Women love playfulness. Women love for you to flirt with them, but don't be a douche. And then we've got ethical scarcity through mission. And this hits because women aren't attracted to busy men, right? They're actually attracted to men who aren't available to be consumed, right? You're a mission driven man. You create natural scarcity. You don't create games, you create priorities. Now, example number one, this week's intense, but Thursday I'm free. Yes, sorry, honey. I don't do last minute 10 p.m. link ups. Morning me suffers. Afternoon, though? Yeah, I'm a strong go. Dude, like, that's not me, but that might be you, right? You're creating a boundary, right? And this makes some intrigue. You're not the yes guy, right? I mean, she's texting you at 2 a.m. Unless you're up at 2 a.m., you got to talk to this girl. Say, look, unless it's an emergency, back off. I kid, I kid. Don't tell her to back off, baby. All right, number eight, conversational audacity and why it hits. I mean, women love men who can confidently initiate without being cringe or aggressive. Right, this is the difference between leadership and timidness. Audacity simply means I'm confident in me, baby, and you should be too. So how do you use something like this, as a line, right? As something to get, sort of the juices going. You say something like, hey, we've got really good chemistry. We should field test it. Coffee or cocktails? Yeah, baby. Example number two, you have officially earned a date invitation. Don't let it boost your ego too much, right? You're being flirty, you're being playful, you're being confident, right? You're giving her a little bit of crap, but you're also asking her out on a date. Right. It's a perfect combo. And women love tension. They like that discrepancy, right? Between the flirting and the compliments and the mild sort of put downs, if you will, right? Teasing. There's also this thing called the vulnerability threshold. And this hits because women crave vulnerability, but only in small doses, right? Or the right dose. Now, it has to be light, it has to be fun, it has to be self aware. It can't be trauma dumping, right? That is not attractive. Example number one, I can't sit still. Coffee dates keep me from climbing walls. Example number two, I overthink menus. Judge me silently. She feels you're human, not robotic, but not messy. Number 10, guided imagery. The yes trigger. Now, why does this hit? When she imagines the date, her brain creates a mini emotional preview, right? And brains like to complete the loop. So get her thinking about it, right? Anticipating it. And then the brain will take over after she's pictured it, after she's felt it, right? And then she can experience it, right? So an example would be like, I feel like we would accidentally talk for hours about childhood snacks till 2 a.m. if we were dating. Our first date would definitely turn into one of those, oh my God, it's already 2 a.m. moments, right? I mean, if she imagines the vibe, she's halfway bought in, my guys. Come on now. Shoot. All right, fire starters, let's warm up those vocal cords. Repeat these lines out loud so you can hear the confidence. All right. Line number one, let's test this connection in real life. Coffee or cocktails, right? This is bold. Bold. Line number two, fair warning. If we go out, there's a 70% chance I can charm the pants off you and a 30% chance you surprise me. Acceptance odds? You might want to do something a little sexier, right? You feel like the fun kind of trouble. I'm curious, right? You're practicing tone, you're pacing, you're practicing energy. You're not memorizing line. These are simple, man. Now, what is your real world sort of blueprint for all this? Number one, lead with novelty, right? Lead with one novelty moment. This stabilizes the energy. Show tiny signals of structure and competence, right? Pick dates that involve movement. Give subtle social proof, right? Use calibrated teasing to show emotional intelligence. Surprise her just enough to spike that dopamine, right? She'll turn into a slot machine. Well, you'll be the slot machine. She'll keep pulling. Let your mission, not your schedule, set boundaries, right? Use bold invitations when the vibe is right. Show human vulnerability without making her your therapist. Make her mentally step into the date, my guys, and meet her there. It's attractive, it's sexy, it's fun. All right, fire starters. If this episode didn't light a fire under your dating life, I'll personally send you a motivational goat video to fix your spirit. I kid, I kid. Of course, this is going to help you fix your dating life. Come on. This is Plant the Spark, and I'm Mike, your friendly neighborhood dating coach, your guide to flirting smarter, dating better, and being just a little bit more dangerous. Just enough to be interesting. Hit that follow, rate the show, share this episode with your friend because you know he's still using the hey as his opener. And guys, the line let's Netflix and chill, that's all people do anymore. It's overused. Let's figure something out. All right, let's do something different, right? Although Netflix and chilling is kind of fun on occasion. All right, fire starters, go secure that date ethically, confidently, and with just enough trouble to keep things fun. See you later, baby.